Hi there, day 42, it's the 18th of November 2014. This is the journey of a life coach, scam or success. Basically, I am recording my journey from start to finish of how I become a life coach with the Coaching Institute, a program that I have been involved in for about a month now. I've got my induction weekend on the 6th of December, which is about 3 weeks away. Basically, I want to record the changes that I go through, whether it be physical, my weight, my size, the bags under my eyes, my cheeks, my double chins, etc. How much noticeable it is if I'm smiling or friendly or happy or anything like that. The tone of my voice, the words that I use, the language, transformational vocabulary, which is a new phrase I've sort of learned in the last couple of days. My body language, my positivity, that's a really important factor. The difference between using negative connotations and positive connotations, which is a core value of what all this process is about. And basically I want to sort of determine how I go about becoming successful at doing this. I looked into this about 5 years ago and honestly thought it was a bit of a scam. It was all about getting brainwashed or being in part of a cult or something like that. By the way, I'll be looking up to my right every now and then. For those of you who know about looking up to your right and looking into your imagination or remembering things, it's actually, there's a timer on my iPad. These are 10-minute recordings every day, which is what YouTube allows. And if you notice, if you've been watching, I missed yesterday's recording. Basic YouTube stuff up. I don't know what's going on there. I was just simply going on the YouTube site, clicking upload a video, pressing record and recording. 3 out of 4 have disappeared over the last 2 days, so I've gone back to my original way of just recording through the iPad and then I'll upload them straight to YouTube. Now the process that I go through every day is based on what I've been learning is that 80 to 90% of people fail because they're just not committed and they don't follow through. So a point to do this or to follow this is to keep daily routines of setting goals, setting targets and monitoring your behaviours. I started off by keeping a journal, 2 pages each day. I basically, left hand side is for notes that I like to take throughout the day, and then on the right hand side is basically the next day's monitoring, the date, the day, the affirmation, the goals for the day. These are interesting. They've actually changed quite a fair bit over the last month. Purely, when I started, it was goals about making money, getting the business started, focusing on work and stuff like that. Now it's moving into happiness and enjoyment and what I can do to really achieve what I want to achieve. I then also reflect on what I've done in the last 24 hours, whether it's a new phrase, whether it's something that I've identified within myself, whether I'm not happy about something or I'm really happy about something. And then I go through the medium to long-term goals. These I set a date of around the 3rd of November, and there's a 3-month, 6-month, 12-month and a 3-year goal. And from that date, I'm just basically counting them down. So every day it'll be down 1 day closer. I'm not 100% sure yet where I'm going to take these or change these or manipulate these in the future, because obviously once I hit the 3-month goal, there's going to be an adjustment there. So I'll worry about that when the time comes. No, I'm not going to worry about it. It's not worth worrying about. Whatever happens, happens, basically. Now, throughout the process, things have been changing within me and how I look at the world and what I actually do. Probably the most proudest thing I'm about is it's day 34 of me being smoke-free. And yes, it is a case of me giving up smoking throughout this process. I had excuses. I've tried patches, I've tried tablets, I've tried gum, I've tried cold turkey, I've tried reading books, all these sort of things. This was about mindset and me believing that there are more important and pleasurable things than smoking, and smoking is a pain aspect. Pleasure and pain is something that I've really taken out of this, in the sense of if you focus on the pleasure and you want to do something because it's pleasurable, where the things that you focus on pain is the things you want to rid from your life. And if you associate pain to it, you're not going to want to do it. So you can exclude that, and that's what I've done with the smoking. Also, day 10 of being alcohol free, I set a goal that until the intake weekend of the 6th of December I won't touch a drop of alcohol. That's more about discipline. Yes, I was a gambler, a smoker, a drinker, overweight, lazy, didn't exercise, all those things have changed around. I'm exercising every day, and quite often morning and evening. It just involves a walk for 20 minutes, a little bit of exercise on the exercise bike, some sit-ups and stretches to strengthen my back. I eat a lot healthier, trying to avoid takeaway food, which we're doing quite easily. As soon as I removed alcohol over the last week and a half, a lot of these things have opened up. The gambling, for some reason, drawn to the poker machines, have thrown a lot of money away with them, but I saw the excuse of it being pleasurable and enjoyable, so I kept going back. I'm now attaching pain to that and starting to dilute that. Moving on, I'm up to the 5.5 minute mark. So I also go through a daily affirmation now. This is something that I've set for a goal for Christmas, and I talk my way through it every day. It grows slightly here and there, depending on what I've read and what I've learnt, but here it is. Today I'll do everything in my power to reduce my weight to 109 kilos by the 25th of December 2014. Just to give you an indication, I'm at about 120 kilos, so 11 kilos in 6 weeks. Sounds like a massive challenge. I started this affirmation probably about 3 weeks ago when I was on a cruise, and I left for this cruise at about 117 kilos. So in actual fact, I got up to about 124 when I got home. So I've lost 4 or 5 kilos in the last couple of weeks, but the challenge is set, and I want to see how this goes. To continue, I'll complete my exercise, eat healthy, and focus on my book being stronger. I am thinner and my back is stronger. Imagine how good I feel on Christmas Day. What am I happy about now? What could I be happy about now? How would that make me feel? These are 3 questions I want to ask myself when I'm going through this affirmation. I am happy that I'm continuing to do this, and I am committed. What could I be happy about? Good question. What could I be happy about? I could be happy that I am going to finish my business administration course. Something I did a triple diploma. I'd finished 2 in the first 5 weeks, and then the last one's been sitting there for about 4 or 5 months. So I'd be happy if when I finish that. And it's going to make me feel good that I've actually accomplished it. It's not that I need the qualification, it's that I've actually completed it. Goals for today is to set up the whiteboard. So to make more room on this page, because I only want to keep it to 1 page, I'm actually going to move the written goals up to a whiteboard in the room, so I can look at them every day and more often. Fortress is the course, the Business Administration Diploma that I'm going to finish. 2 units I've got to go. Really simple. I'll get stuck into those. I want to read for an hour, and I'm going to do my exercise routine. I'll go quickly through the medium and long-term goals. I'm down to day 75 on the 3-month goal. That's to have 3 coaching books complete and to have 1 paying speaking gig by the 1st of February 2015. The 6-month goal is down to a day 165, and that's to have a business cruise and a holiday booked by the 1st of May 2015. The 12-month goal is down to day 350, which is to have a successful business and for me to be earning over 100,000 per annum. So that's not the business, that's actually me. That's by the 1st of November 2015. And the 3-year goal is 1,080. This is a common goal that I haven't changed yet, is to have the unit paid off. Now, this could mean simply selling the unit and paying it off, which is sort of defeatist. I want to be able to have the unit paid off and be living in it, so not owe any debt on this unit and still own it. And that's by the 1st of November 2017. By verbalising these goals and by putting a date to them, I'm taking responsibility of them, and I'm actually putting it out there that I want to focus on them. Now on the reflection, I did mention yesterday morning, and I probably didn't mention it on Sunday, that I had some more contracting work with a new training company. I turned up, stayed there for about an hour and a half. My goals yesterday morning were to go in there with a positive attitude and to find reasons why I wanted to enjoy it. I actually left within 1 hour and a half. I'm a trainer and assessor. I go there to train and educate students. This turned into a sales role where Vet Fee helps students who are getting signed up, selling people, unemployed, obviously, people that don't know what they're doing. They're signing up, getting a free tablet, thinking they're getting something for nothing really, and signing into a course that they don't really want to do. And this was about getting those people that had signed up to actually start doing their course. Wasn't for me. I wanted to remove myself from the sales process and really focus on educating. So I moved on. Where my head is sort of spinning is whether this is a positive thing or a negative thing, or if I can just focus on the positive. Is that beneficial? Has it been a cop-out that I just left after an hour and a half, 2 hours? It was a gut feeling of mine. My first instinct was, this doesn't seem right. This isn't a training position. This is more of a telemarketing position. So questions that I've got for this intake weekend in December and to find answers for over the next couple of months is, do I go with my gut feel? Am I going with my intelligence and what I think is right, or am I meant to be doing the opposite because it hasn't worked for so long? So these are questions I need to address. I've hit the 10-minute mark, but as I've changed it back to the old recording way, I don't need to stop. So I can keep going, but I don't want to drag this on, so I will keep it quickly. I also started with daily questions yesterday. Anthony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within, recommends asking yourself 10 questions each day, 7 in the morning, 3 in the evening, and of which the 7 morning ones you can also ask in the evening. I want to read these out each day, and I'll do this in the recording because I want it to start refreshing in my memory. Basically, I woke up at 5:30 this morning. At 7:30 now, I lay in bed for an hour and a half, thinking, dreaming, taking down notes in the diary here of what I want to do. I really enjoy that time in the morning. There's something I'm happy about now. I get the opportunity to lie there and plan and map and dream things. But moving on, 7 morning questions. What am I happy about in my life right now? What am I excited about in my life right now? What am I proud about in my life right now? What am I grateful about in my life right now? What am I enjoying in my life right now? What am I committed to in my life right now? Who do I love and who loves me? And that ties in with the other 2 questions that he's added in. So here we go, I'm forgetting what I'm saying. There's 2 more really powerful questions that he uses, and I like them as well, so I'm going to use his questions, but he recommends just coming up with your own 2. But when you're confronted with something that it might be a little bit of a struggle, or you're enjoying, or whatever it is, just stop and ask yourself, what's great about this? And how can I use this? So whether it's a breathing exercise, whether it's meeting someone, whether it's a chore you have to do, whether it's a TV show or an ad, or something at work, a task, something your boss asks you to do, think about what's great about this and how can I use this. So try and find the positive in everything you do. You might get frustrated, angry, annoyed, but if you can head towards being positive about it, which brings me to another point about frustrated, angry and annoyed. He told a story about the use of transformational language or vocabulary. So if you assign frustrated or angry or annoyed, is that as powerful as, yeah, I'm a bit tiffed or a bit peeved? And just the velocity and the strength of these words that you use. But moving on, the 3 evening questions. What have I given today? What did I learn today? And how has the day added to the quality of my life right now? Or how can I use today as an investment into my future? One of the really important ones is, what did I learn today? And I'd like to add into my goals each day is find something that I learn, which is important. I think I mentioned the YouTube stuff up, so that's pretty much it for today. I'll be moving on to tomorrow and sorting out this recording stuff, and I'll upload today's day 42, 18th of November 2014. This is the journey of a life coach, scam or success. Time will tell. Bye.